Welcome to CMCTV Talent. My name is Daniela Pregosa.
And I am Bosco da Costa. Today's talent is known as the plus-size pop princess.
Recorded live in Toronto, this is CMCTV Talent.
She is an award-winning queer and neurodivergent pop singer. With a dedication to advocacy for LGBTQ2S+ rights, neurodivergent accessibility, and other important causes, she fearlessly infuses elements of contemporary blues and acoustic folk pop into her songwriting.
Her stage presence is as diverse as her musical palette, showcasing her versatility.
She is Cameron Tania.
Crack the bottle, don't wake them up. Empty water, fill my cup. Another party, same old mistake. Empty feelings floating away. Constantly moving, always unprepared. Feeling dependent, I was unaware that being so lonely could make you rely on the helium you need to fly. So heal me, helium, take me away. Heal me, I feel so numb. What will it take to fly away? And I'm scared the fighting won't ever stop. And I'm scared I'll always run to who I'm not. Another Tuesday, another spark, another morning I call into work. Constantly moving, always unprepared. Now I am dependent, I was unaware that being so lonely could make you rely on the helium that can ruin your life. And soon enough, the fever kicks in. The pain that I've fallen in love with. And no matter how much it becomes never enough, you'll find it consumes your life. Now sober, you can't even live it right. So heal me, helium, take me today. Heal me, I feel so numb. And I don't wanna stay. So heal me, helium. Whoa.
Cameron, Tania, thank you so much for coming.
Of course. Thank you so
Oh
much.
my gosh.
Thank you so much for having
I have
me.
to confess that you made me cry.
my
I was
goodness.
actually wiping my tears.
You know what?
On the
Sometimes.
backstage.
You are a Disney princess.
Oh my goodness. Wait, I get that all the time.
Wait, then it means it's true.
Well, let them know. Let them know.
I will let them know.
And this song we just heard is so beautiful, the melody. And
Angelical, right?
I love the metaphor of the helium, lighter than air, lighter than
Yep.
oxygen, taking
Yeah.
you away.
So good.
So beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, it's actually kind of like a metaphor for getting high, essentially. And it's about substance abuse, is what I wrote it about. And we're going to be talking about mental health and stuff later with my
Yes.
songs. And I find, especially when you have mental health, it's very easy to rely on something that makes you feel good. So that's kind of what the helium metaphor kind of is relying on this thing that, you know, is making you feel good, and then in the long run, it's hurting you. So that's what this is about.
Killing
And
you, right?
yeah, and you know, when I was in high school and stuff, I was really struggling, and that's actually when I wrote this song, and it's provided
Really?
me comfort, and my mom loves it, and my family loves
And
it.
I love it.
Thank you.
And we love it.
Yeah. So thank you. Yes, that's what the song is about, and it's very special to me. So thank you.
And tell me about this title, The Plus Size Queen of Pop.
Ooh,
Yes, queen.
Thank you. It was actually one of my old managers who kind of like came up with it. Yeah, plus size pop princess is what's in my bio. And like you said, I sound like a Disney princess, and I love, as you can see with my outfit, feeding my inner child and just like doing things that I love. And being plus size and being fat is something that's like a big part of my identity, and it's a part of me, but it's not all of me. And I love representing this community. So yeah, that's kind of, I've stuck with that label, and it's worked for me so
It fits
far.
you perfectly. I
Thank
love
you.
it. And why is it important for you to talk about your size?
Yeah, it's important because it's something, especially in this industry, that is seen as a barrier, and it's seen as something that is going to hold you back, especially if you're in auditions, or you know, it's something that comes up, and a lot of the time they're not afraid to talk about it. So I should also not be afraid to talk about it. This is how I look. There's always been fat people. There will always be fat people. We need to make room for them. We need to make space for them, and we need to accept them. So that's really important to me. That's what I tell my followers and my fans and the people around me, and that's what I stand
It's a
for.
great message about acceptance, and we
Yes.
love it, and
Yes.
we love to have you here.
Thank
the
you.
both of you.
My best friend over here, Dante Brown.
Shout out for the best.
Dante Brown on CMCTV
Let's
Talent.
Yeah.
And and you also talk about other very important topics. There's a lot of social activism in your lyrics.
Yes.
You have ADHD.
Yes, sir.
And also you are also neurodivergent.
Yep.
So why do you think it's also important to talk about those topics?
So the song that I'm going to sing, "Go Away," it's very much about all of my neurodivergencies and my ADHD and kind of the everyday struggles that I had when I started living by myself out of my parents' house, and I realized that there was a lot of things. It's not just not being able to pay attention. There's so much. It's like time management, and it's like being able to focus, but it's like being invested in something and then not being invested. It's just, it is a whirlwind. And that's kind of what I wrote that song that I'm going to sing about, pretty much just accepting myself and realizing, I wrote it after I got diagnosed, and realizing that there's things in my brain that is going to make it harder for me. And unfortunately, as much as I can live with it and I do therapy and medication, nothing is going to make it go away. And I'm going to be able, and I'm going to have to live like this. And you know what? It makes me me. And I love that I think this way, but I think a lot of us have those anxieties and other neurodivergent people. So I want to be able to, you know, be that person that's like, it can be okay. And it is hard. And it's okay if we're sad about it right now. So yeah, that's why it's very important to me as well.
Cameron, you're so inspiring.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes.
It's really, I just want to be myself, and I'm very quirky, and I'm very, you know, and I wish there was more people that I could see that look like me and who act like me. And I just like, yeah, I really want to
And
be
we
that
hope
person.
that with this show,
Yeah.
we will be able to reach all those people that need
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And Cameron, please don't go anywhere, because right after the break, there's more music for you.
Right here on CMCTV Talent. Welcome back to CMCTV Talent with Cameron.
Your next song, it's about loneliness. And you like to talk openly about depression and mental health.
Yep.
Would you like to talk a little bit more about this song?
Yes, of course. I wrote this right after I moved out, home for the first time, and I'm living on my own, and you realize you have to pay for things, and you have to decide what you're going to eat for dinner every day. And there's just so many kind of different things that with somebody who already has something in my brain that makes it really hard, you know, to wake up and to live. And when you're going through something that, you know, is emotional or hard on you, it can make it feel so much worse. So Lights On is, I think, arguably my saddest song, although they're all sad. And really, truthfully, it is about wondering how you should leave a room after you've gone, or after you've died, really. That's what it's about. And I was 21 when I wrote it, and I was so lost, and I was in such a dark place. And that there's a line in it that says, like, I don't know if I'm gonna get older than 21. I don't know if I'm gonna stay 21. And I'm almost 23 now, which is amazing.
Woo-hoo!
So, you know, my sadness, I work on it, and I put it into my songs, and I see other people connect to it, and I connect to it, and that is where my joy is. That is how I find my joy.
Your sadness was transformed into strength.
Yes, of course.
So this is Lights On by Cameron Tania right here on CMCTV Talent.
Stay tuned.
Taking pictures of this part. It's the falling and the breaking. It's the constant pulling, aching of my heart. And nobody admits it when they're sad. I'll have a better day tomorrow, and I'll barely even notice till it's bad. And it's bad. Most days it feels like I'm chained to my bed. A million things to do, but I can only think of you. So I will leave it to tomorrow instead. And it's easier to live for someone else. If you ask me to, I do it for you, so I don't have to do it for myself. And I'll hurt about this for as long as I want. Will you only listen after I'm gone? Is it selfish of me to say that I'm done? But when I go, should I leave the lights on? It's already done. When they find me here, should I have left a light on? for as long as I want.
Cameron, Tania on CMCTV Talent.
Hi.
We need to go for a very, very quick commercial break.
Okay.
But please don't go anywhere because there's more.
Please stay tuned for more. And welcome back to CMCTV Talent.
We have Cameron, Tania today with us, and you were talking before that the next song you're performing, "Go Away," is about your ADHD. So how was the connection between your condition and the lyrics of the song?
Yeah, of course. I got diagnosed really late in my life. I was already done school. So I remember sitting in school and thinking, what if I'm really smart? I'm just having a harder time than everybody else. And, you know, when I graduated, I talked to my mom, and it's expensive to get diagnosed. It's a privilege. So I got diagnosed, and I realized, and it all clicked, and it all made sense. And it did make sense, but it was also really sad to learn kind of that as much as I can do my therapy and I can take my medication, I have something in my brain that is gonna make it harder for me, and that is never going to, quote unquote, go away. So that's what I wrote the song about, and I really hope it can provide, it has provided me so much strength, and I hope that it can provide that for other people as well.
You're sure that that mission will be accomplished.
Thank you.
Exactly. So this is "Go Away" by Cameron, Tania.
Right here on CMCTV Talent.
I lay in my bed until it's late afternoon, pretending like I don't got shit to do. I'm not quite asleep, and I know I'm not awake, just trying to find a way to avoid my day. And I can't do anything, there's too much to be done. And all I can hear is, damn it, girl, you should get up. And I sit in silence, wonder why, do my best, say never tried, sick of pretending I'm on the other side. And I dread the day I can't escape, find out it was just how I made, and nothing will make it go away. Now I'm sitting here in my room, and the ice is getting thinner, and I'm going right through. Now I'm wishing I could get up, I can barely hold my hopes up, but the wishing is just too heavy too. And everything I do, it seems to come with a disclaimer. I'm sorry that she bites, I never learned how to train her. And I sit in silence, wonder why, do my best, I never tried, sick of pretending I'm on the other side. And I dread the day I can't escape, find out it was just how I'm made, and nothing will make it go away. What if I woke up one day and all of it was clear, all the loud incoherent mumbling suddenly disappears? Would I build an empire? Would I not be scared to try it? Or would the existential nothingness be all too cruel? stop pretending. I'm on the other side and I dread the day I can't escape. Find out it was just how I made, and nothing will make it go away. Go away. Go, 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 go away.
Cameron! Oh my God,
Wow.
girl!
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
You
Wow.
are a queen. Let me ask you this: how were you able to play on the piano with those beautiful, fantastic, iconic nails?
Oh, well,
Tell us
it
the
was
secret.
definitely hard. There was a little stuff-ups, but you know, that's TV. One of my friends made me this beautiful set.
Let's go.
Oh,
Camera.
thank you.
Camera, focus.
Let's get the nails on camera.
Yes.
Look at
Where's my
that.
close-up?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Wow, look at that.
That's it. They're beautiful. I actually don't usually have them on. I'm trying to learn the guitar. But you know what? You play flat-fingered. You do what you can. There's a little stuff-ups here and there, but that's music.
We
That's
love
live
it.
performance.
It's adaptability.
Yeah.
We love
And,
it.
one thing that I love about your music, it's that it's very theatrical. It's
Thank
almost
you.
like musical theater.
My goodness, thank you so much. Yeah, like I went to theater or art school. I went to art school my
Makes
entire
sense
life,
now.
and I was in theater. And as much as I love listening to pop and alternative music, when I write, for some reason, the theater just comes pouring out of me. And
That's
as much
part
as I
of you.
tried to fight it for a long time, I'm really embracing it, and that's the way I sound. That's the kind of music that I like, and I want to pave this new genre. There's so many theater kids out there. There's so many people who love Broadway, and it's just such a touching and emotional way to connect with people and to connect with the lyrics and the music. So I
Absolutely.
love pulling from theater inspiration, and I love having fun, and I love
Listen,
performing
you're
pop
amazing
music.
at it. So I don't think you should change a single thing about
Thank
you.
you.
And every single word you pronounce, there's some
Passion.
acting and passion involved in it, and it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Thank you. I actually teach performance, and that's one of the things that we teach is like, think about why you wrote it. Think about who you're singing to. Get yourself in that space with that emotion, and the piano, the where you move, if you're putting your hands up, all of that is gonna follow when you lead with emotion.
Yeah, you were a
Every
complete
word.
artist.
Every word means.
Yeah, 100%.
And Tania, we have one more song, just
Ooh,
one,
just
one,
one.
unfortunately. But before you sing it, would you like to share your social media so people at home can follow you,
Yes,
get in touch with you?
of
Let's
course.
go.
So it's Cameron Tania, Cameron Tania, on Instagram, Cameron Tania, or anywhere else, Cameron Tania Music. If you still can't find it, head over to Google, search up Cameron Tania, and all of my stuff will come up.
Yes.
And now,
Yeah.
Snapchat Memories by Cameron Tania.
I had to turn my memories off. You kept meeting me behind my screen. And I'm sorry to my high school friends, I won't get reminders of them. I can't rewatch us being happy. A year ago today, it feels like 5. Don't need my phone to keep your memory alive. You're still in my mind. And you're in my dreams, the only place you'd ever meet me. Yet I'm still sleeping in the faded tea you left with me. It's called avoidance, and it's my specialty. I'd rather run away than have my problem staring at me. I'm disappointed, and honestly, after being with you, I need free therapy. So fuck you, Snapchat, and all your memories. But I still haven't blocked your phone. If I called, would it even ring? Like having you as a contact will bring what you and I had back to me. Wouldn't say you're someone I used to know. But the less I know of you, the more I grow into me. Spending years of torture by your side, I changed into the type you liked, but the only me you like is unhappy. And you change my mood with every move, and I defend it to anyone who doubts if I am good for you. It's called avoidance, and it's my specialty. I'd rather run away than have my problem staring at me. I'm disappointed, and honestly, after being with you, I need free therapy. So fuck my ex, an immature man, and the photos and the flashbacks and the friends that you make miserable, and all they think of me. And one last thing, relearning all you taught me, hold my growth and my recovery. Do you lie in bed still thinking about me? What a funny way to say goodbye. Nothing like I thought I'd cry. Maybe it felt good to finally end the lie. It's called avoidance, and it's my specialty. I'd rather run away than have my problem staring at me. I'm disappointed, and honestly, after being with you, I need free therapy. So fuck my ex, an immature man. Fuck the photos and the flashbacks. Fuck the friends that you make miserable, and all they think of me. And one last thing,